Listen, I know that they hurt you. I know that they abandoned you. I know that they betrayed you. I know that they deceived you. I know that they broke your heart. Your feelings, your pain, your anger is totally valid. But I'm here to tell you that the resentment that you feel towards that person is deeply rooted in the resentment towards yourself. The ways that you ignored the red flags, the ways that you gave several chances, the ways that you looked the other way because you just didn't want to believe your intuition could be true, there's resentment heavily rooted in those things. It's human nature that we want to see the best in everybody, especially if you're super empathic. You just see the best in everybody instead of what is right in front of you. And we often think that people will change, or that we can change people, or that we can heal people through our own love. What ends up happening is we end up breaking our own heart because the writing is on the wall. Despite what the person may be saying, despite the multiple conversations, their actions still remain the same. And it doesn't mean that these people are inherently bad people. It just means that they're not at the level of consciousness and depth that you are in a relationship. And if you're being honest with yourself, you aren't either. Because people can only treat us badly and deceive us if we continue to allow them to. The first time, okay, I'll give you that. But when you have the same pattern of behavior over and over and over again, it becomes a you problem. And that is what hurts so much, is our ego does not want to take accountability that we allowed this abuse in our lives. And it's because consciously we didn't. A lot of things that we do before we actually wake up and realize what we're doing is done subconsciously because of our trauma that we had that is unhealed. So holding on to that resentment, like they say, is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies, and that is never going to happen. The only person that is slowly fading away is you, your spirit, your joy, your happiness. And the way to get that back is to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am angry at myself for the ways that I allowed this mistreatment, but it doesn't define me, and I can move forward knowing that I've learned these lessons and I do not have to keep repeating it. Because when we're in a string of toxic relationships, the common denominator is us. And I'm not saying anything to you that I have not had to admit and handle myself. I had so much resentment from all the pain that I carried in my relationships, but I had to finally get honest and say, I allowed this behavior because that is what I thought I deserved at the